Gentlemen, welcome. Welcome to yet another golf show today. Today we have got two wonderful, promising young, talented golfer from India. One is Mr. Khalin Joshi. All you know him. He was in Bangladesh for a number of times, and he is an Asian Tour player. Also plays in PGTI. And another young, promising golfer we have today with us is Mr. Abhinav Lohan. He is from PGTI and also he has won some PGTI tournament. He is also a young, talented, promising golfer. So let me start with Mr. Khalin Joshi first. Khalin Joshi, I saw your record where you have won already one PGTI tournament, one Asian Tour tournament, and you
Yes.
had been very close taking some trophy, Asian Tour trophy. In number of cases, you have been second. So when we can see you with um, more Asian Tour trophies in your hand?
Like right now, it's like it's just a matter of time that we get back into playing tournaments. So obviously, all of us are looking forward to that. Like just getting back to competitive golf, and but um, but I'm hoping, I'm hoping that like once things settle down, I get back to playing competitive golf. Like I start contending again, and hopefully I'll win a few more on the Asian tour and move on to the European tour for sure.
Yes, I also saw. I also pray for you because you had been in Indian national team amateur. I saw your career. You're wonderful, having some basic, very good techniques for professionals. So let me move now to Mr. Lohan, and then I'll come back to you again, Mr. Lohan. So welcome, and how are you? Where are you based in, Lohan?
So I live in Faridabad, which is close to Delhi, and I practice in DLF, Gurgaon.
Okay. So I saw you in number of PGTA tournaments, as you say. So you have turned pro in 2011 or 12, and then you
11,
had
11.
11. You have a quite long career, and then you have recently you have back your form. You have won Bangalore Open in 2019. So what's about Asian Tour? When we can see you in full Asian Tour card with Asian Tour card?
Yeah, hopefully soon. I mean, probably next year now, because I don't think we'll have many opportunities this year. So I'll prepare for the next Q school on the Asian Tour, and hopefully I'll get my card and start playing again on the Asian Tour.
Okay. What's about your form now? Because I saw you your last few tournaments in from 2019 in PGTI. You're playing very good. So is it
Yeah.
okay during the COVID? Are you able to practice yourself?
Yeah, I mean, the good part is I'm practicing. I mean, thankfully, golf courses are open now, so we can practice and at least, stay in touch with the game. I mean, there's no tournaments in sight right now, but I mean, whenever we'll get tournaments, I'll still be tournament ready because I've practiced throughout the lockdown.
Okay, okay.
So,
We have already started getting some comments, and first comment we got from. Okay, let me bring first Karin Joshi, and then again I'll come back. Stand by, please. We will just continue our
Yes,
discussion
sir.
in small legs so that people get it interested because JP from India. He wants to know. He is telling, Kalin is my favorite player. Good to see KGO and Abhinav Lohan. So he has
Yes,
experienced
sir.
basic.
So JP is like obviously like he's like obviously near and dear to all of us on the tour, but
Yeah.
he's been very very kind to me, since the day I turned pro. So obviously a huge shout out to Jay Sharma, who like Urf we call JP.
JP,
Okay.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
Yes, he's favorite to all. Yes, it is.
Yes. Yes.
So can you tell us something, Joshi, Kalin Joshi, your top five finish in Asian Tour? Because I saw so many second position in Hong Kong Open, in Bosundara Bangladesh Open, in Dhaka. Just by one shot, you missed Bosundara Open. I think some tournament I saw you. So how many top
Yes.
five finish in Asian Tour and PGTI? So many.
So obviously, like I'm not sure like the exact number of how many top fives, but yeah, like over the years, like I don't think I've been the best closer of tournaments. In the last day, I haven't finished tournament off with a win. So I've had a lot of second, third, fourth, and fifth place finishes. But obviously, like now, like slowly like that's definitely changing, and I'm working on like obviously like I've gotten myself to be a lot more calmer and a lot more patient, like over the course of 4 days. So like hopefully we will see like a few more wins and a few more like times me in contention for sure.
Okay, that's great. Okay, so Abhinav, Lohan, can you hear us?
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay. So another comment I got is again
Sir, there's a lot of
noise. That is
Noise.
sir.
Yeah.
in.
Yes,
It maybe the sound of birds or maybe some sound of transport.
Yeah. Transport, sir. It's
yes,
probably
transport.
road noise.
Maybe some window is open in my office. Let me check. Okay, I'll come back. Let me come
Yes,
back
sir.
to Lohan first again. So Lohan, so I saw you in PGTI as I said that your form is back. And what is your best performance in PGTI? And during this COVID, is it affecting your this COVID period? Is it affecting your practice or no?
No, not really, because I mean, thankfully, I built a simulator in my basement last year, so I could still practice when golf courses were still shut. And 2019 was a good year for me. I mean,
Yeah, you came very close in classic events and also on the Bangalore Open. Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
JP
I mean, the
just told
second
me.
half, started playing well from the second half, and then slowly I built on from those tournaments, and I won in Bangalore. So golf has been good, and I'm
Yeah.
just hoping and waiting for tournaments to start again.
Okay. So did you visit Bangladesh anytime?
Yeah, yeah, I've played the Asian Tour event in Bangladesh a couple of times. I've also played the
Oh, great.
PGTI event there. Yeah.
Okay, that's great. So in fact, this question was raised by Mr. Sanjay Marak. He wanted to know, Avinav Lohan, did you visit? Maybe he have seen you. Okay.
Yes,
So,
But
I've played both
no, but
Chittagong
sir,
and Dhaka.
yeah, yeah. Go ahead, Kalin Joshi.
Abhinav is being really modest right now. But
Uh,
Abhinav, like, is the most fortunate guy we know. He
uh,
has one of the best setups in his basement. Like
uh,
if you go see Ian Poulter's house, Tiger Woods' house, this exact same simulator is in his house. So for
excellent.
him,
Uh,
there was no COVID time, like
Uh,
lockdown time, nothing. He was
uh,
practicing golf at a full
uh,
fledged rate. So like the guy to watch out when this
uh,
tournament opens is definitely going to be Abhinav Lohan.
okay,
yeah, now that
okay.
Yeah.
Khalin has added so much pressure, I better play well.
No, you will, both of you will, because you people are so cool. I saw you. Kalin Joshi, in the field,
Yes,
really,
sir.
I saw you cool. And also, Abhinav, if I can remember correctly, he was in Assam, he also cool. So, Kalin Joshi,
Yes, sir.
somebody asked you that you had been also in Bangladesh number of times and you had been just hitting around. I mean, people just took you as champion of Bosundara Open.
So
So,
I
somebody,
didn't hear you, sir.
okay, so Mr. Sanjay wanted to know what is your score average and what is your best
Sorry,
experience in score average
okay.
and
I'm
what is your
actually uh,
experience in Bangladesh?
I'm actually not sure what my scoring average is right now because we played only like 3 or 4 events this year. So I'm not like I think my scoring average should be like this year should be 70 point something this year.
Great, great.
And what is my experience? And sorry, the other
You-
question is,
Experience in Bangladesh.
oh, obviously, I've been very lucky with playing fairly decent when I come to Bangladesh. I've had some decent success. Obviously, like I haven't won as yet in Bangladesh, but I really like enjoy playing at Kumitola Golf Club. It really suits my game, and like over the years, I have a lot of fan following there. So I know a lot of members and a lot of caddies over there. So it obviously gives me a vibe that I'm playing back home. So obviously it makes me feel a lot very comfortable.
Okay. So, Abhinav, I can see you also. I think you can hear me also. So, what's about
Yes.
you? What is your goal from here? Where do you want to go? There's also comments from audience. Go ahead.
So basically, I mean, right now, my immediate goal is to just, stay sharp, because we don't know when tournaments will start. We don't know when COVID will go away. So right now, I'm just, working on my game, making some changes, making my swing more efficient. Apart from that, I mean, I would definitely want to win on the Asian Tour now. Now that I won on PGTI, so it would be good to get an international win under the belt.
Okay, that's great.
But
That's
yeah,
Go ahead. Go ahead. Please go ahead.
and I mean, as of now, there's nothing. I mean, I'm just waiting for tournaments to start, and I mean, it's a long wait for everyone, and
So
just trying to
who?
utilize my.
Okay. So another comment from JP. He says, "Sky is the limit for doctor." By the way, who is the doctor? Is it you or?
Abhinav,
Actually,
Abhinav, sir, Abhinav.
he's referring to me, sir, because my parents are doctors, so a lot of people call me doctor.
Okay. So
Actually, no,
yes.
not a lot of people. Only JP calls me doctor.
Okay. Okay. So now he's maybe a golf expert because he follows these episodes of us. Is Mr. Sanjay Marak. He wants to know from Lohan, what is your driving distance? Are you tall?
He said long, sir. He said
Sir, no, sir. I play around 270, and then depending on how hard the fairway is, it runs out. But yeah,
Okay.
my
Who is
carry
it?
would be around 170. That's also one area where I'm working and trying to gain some distance this year. That's one target for
Okay.
sure.
Sure, great. Who is your favorite player, Lohan? Another comments from Sanjay Marak. Your favorite player?
So my favorite Indian golfer would definitely be Jeev Milkha Singh, and favorite international golfer would be Tom Watson, I guess.
Watson. Okay, okay. Please stand by now. Let me see who is favorite for Mr. Khalin Joshi. Khalin,
yes, sir.
who is your favorite player and who is your sponsor? Mr. Atikur Rahman wants to know, Mr. Khalin, who is your sponsor?
It's a very cliche answer, but my favorite player is Tiger Woods for sure. He's inspired me in a lot of ways. Like I keep watching a lot of his videos on YouTube, and whenever I get a chance, so I'm really happy to see him back in form and in contention and winning tournaments again. And yeah, so I'm sponsored by this company called Take, and my apparel and equipment sponsor is Titleist and FootJoy.
That is, so your main sponsor is Take Solution. Am I correct?
Yes, Take
Okay.
Solution. Yes.
And you also did very good there. Take Solution, you were going to win. You became second, I think, there.
I finished second again there. Yes.
Yeah,
Second
yeah.
seems to be a like popular position in my life.
And also you also finished in Hong Kong Open in some year. Which of that year that is finished
No,
second in
I never
Hong?
finished second. I think tied fourth or fifth in Maybank Open in Malaysia.
Malaysia. Okay, okay,
Yes,
okay. But
yes.
which year you finished second in Basundar Open in Dhaka?
2015, I think.
15. Yeah. So okay.
Yeah.
So what is your advice for the junior golfers and your about something? Tell us something about your goal. Where do you want to reach with this career? Wonderful career.
Obviously, like everybody's, goal is to get on the tour. But it's a very cliche answer because everybody's like obviously everybody wants to play at the highest level. But there's a process where like I like for now my focus is going to be on the Asian tour because like I feel the Indian tour and the Asian tour are very competitive tours by themselves. So if you do well on the Asian tour and because of the world ranking points and everything, you will get chances at WGC events, at bigger European tour events, and you may
Yeah.
get a few invites on the PGA tour. So so it's going to be for me right now. My immediate goal is to focus on the Asian tour and try to rack up and keep playing as many tournaments as possible there, and get as many world ranking points as possible. So my
Great.
ultimate, like my short term goal is definitely going to be playing in Southeast Asia.
Okay. And also improve your world ranking. Yeah, it may
Yes,
be
for
done
sure.
also
Yes.
as you said for by PGTI as you said. Yeah, great. So
Exactly. Like,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, a lot of player I saw like the number one PGTI player now is Udan Mane and also
Udayan
Rashid
Mane
Khan.
is a very, 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 very consistent. He's won 3 out of 4 events this year, I think. So he's obviously
Yeah.
on the hottest streak of his career so far.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So let me bring again Lohan. So your
Yeah.
PGTI career, it is improving. So what do you think about this world ranking point you're getting from last year only, and also depth of Indian player in PGTI? Every time I find new young talented player like
True,
you coming
true,
up.
true.
Every year somebody is coming up with and going to Asian
So the
Tour,
thing
winning
is,
Asian Tour. Yeah. Why
yeah.
it is so?
So because every year we get at least a lot of 10 new kids who are, really good. And I mean, I'm referring to people who turned pro this year. People like Adil Bedi, Kshitij Kaul, Priyanshu.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
Sir, there's a lot of
Go
noise, sir,
ahead.
at the back from the background. We can't
Now, can
hear anything.
yeah.
uh,
So basically, I mean,
uh,
Why?
go ahead.
the thing is, every
I
year
think
we
it
have
is.
at least 10 fresh guys who turn pro, who immediately make a mark on the PGTI. Last year we had three rookies, who won on PGTI: Adil, then Kshitij and Priyanshu, which is really good for the game. It shows how good amateur golf is, and how ready some of the players are. I mean, when they're winning immediately on the PGTI and getting their Asian Tour cards. So it's very refreshing. It's good to see new talent coming up, and it only goes to show how strong Indian golf is now.
Can you hear me in the
Yes,
Joshi?
now we can, sir. Now I
Okay.
can. Yeah.
Okay. For the last time, what is your advice for the junior golfers of India and Bangladesh, junior professional?
Obviously, sir, like I would tell everybody that like hard work is key. So that's only way to success. So keep working hard, and keep practicing, and like don't only practice like long shots. Like short game is also important. So like just keep working on every aspect of the game, and also on the mind. So just there's no shortcuts to success. So just keep working hard. Yeah.
Okay, so once I was telling you this last question, somebody else has asked you, how many coaches do you have? And JP again is telling Indian golf is in safe hands. Yeah, of course, that is
Yes,
in.
Jeep.
Okay,
So, sir, Abhinav
go
Lohan
ahead.
and I both have the same coach. We work in this coach Lawrence.
Mhm.
Like obviously he's really helped my game. Like I moved to him uh, in December of last year. Like he's really understood my my golf swing, and like we've
True.
been doing a lot of video calls and a lot of like helping my swing. So obviously like it's a like a work in progress, but there's no better time to get the game and swing intact at this point of time.
Sorted.
So
True.
yes.
So can't hear
So we
you.
can't hear you, sir.
What is your advice, Lohan, for the juniors?
My advice to juniors would be to enjoy the game. The problem is sometimes parents put so much pressure. Sometimes the kids want to do well immediately, and golf is a game that takes time. So I think my advice to juniors would be to just go out there, enjoy the game, not worry too much about their scores, and just keep practicing. And like Khalin said, practice short game a lot, because that goes a long way in helping in the future. Because people who have good touch around the greens generally have longer careers. So yeah, my
Okay.
advice would be to enjoy the game and spend a lot more time practicing.
Okay, one comments for you. I could not read earlier. It is who is your sponsor? How many years player as amateur you had been, and your favorite player you said, I think. So who is your sponsor?
So my sponsor is, like you can see, ONGC. It's Oil and Natural
Yeah.
Gas Corporation of India.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
so
Yeah.
they basically are into oil extraction, and
Okay.
it's a
Yes.
public owned company. And they've been
That's
sponsoring me since my amateur days. And I played amateur golf for India for 3 years, from 2007 till about early 2011. So yeah,
okay.
Hey,
around
like
3 years
Abhinav,
of.
you're also Asian Games silver medalist as well, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe people
Huge
knows
achievement
your
for Indian
record.
golf.
Yeah. That's
Exactly.
why people may know it, and that's why they asked. Yeah. So
Sir,
yeah.
honestly, sir, like
Yeah.
I,
You
I
also
really
in
look
Asian
up.
golf.
I I really look up to Abhinav like as a professional golfer.
Yeah.
We're not best of friends, but like I really look up to him as a golfer. Like a few years ago we never looked eye to eye, but
Yeah.
he's been really supportive, and really like he comes, he picks up the phone call and tells me whenever
yeah,
I'm having a bad week, or just as a friend, because obviously we're not best friends. So for him to do that is very, very sweet and very, very appreciative. So yeah, thank you so much for doing that.
yeah. Yes, yes.
Yeah,
I've also
actually,
seen.
Unbelievable. Yeah,
yeah.
I agree. I just cannot be more agreeing to your point because I saw him in
exactly.
Assam playing his basics. I know him, and that is the reason that I've called him because I have called almost all the top order of merit,
Exactly. Yeah,
and I have not left him because I have seen
exactly.
his game, and he is going to
Yeah.
firing again, firing
And
again.
sir,
Okay,
more than firing,
yeah,
sir, more than firing,
yeah,
he's such a good mentor to everybody. He's a
yes,
young
yes,
guy, but he's
yeah,
such a good mentor. It's
yeah.
unbelievable. Yeah.
Unbelievable. Okay, Khalin, for the
Actually,
last
sir,
time,
I'm
your advice from both of you, your words for the show. Yeah. How did you see?
Sorry.
Have you seen any episode of this one? Any? Could you see any episode of this program? Before we came.
So unfortunately, I haven't really had time in the last 1 week. You sent me a link to watch, but unfortunately, I never had the time to watch it as yet. But from now, I'm definitely sure I'll follow you, and follow this.
Okay.
Your wonderful
So
channel.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What's about Lohan? Did you ever see any episode of this program?
no, actually, I did not, but I had a word with Priyanshu before this. He told me he was also on the show and he did an
Yeah.
episode. So he told me a little bit about it. And one
Okay.
And
more thing I would like to say that,
he spoke very highly also about this show. Like Priyanshu spoke very highly about this show. He said
Okay. Thank
yeah,
you.
guys are going to go and have a lot of fun today. So
Okay.
because both of us were on a conference call with Priyanshu, and
Yeah.
he had a good time yesterday. He said, yeah.
Okay,
Saying
that's great.
Abhinav.
Yeah, I had almost got everyone. Maybe one or two is there here and there because they could not come, like Aniverso and maybe Sanju. Otherwise, almost top 20. I brought even some junior also. So I see you
Unbelievable.
again in future. So thank you very much for your time. You have given me spare your valuable time, and he is in practice
Thank
now
you so
still. I
much
can
for
see.
thank
having
you.
us, sir.
I saw. I am seeing Mr. Lohan is still in practice. So I wish
Yes,
both of
Sir,
you.
yes, I'm still on the
Yeah,
golf
sir,
course.
he is
yeah,
the hardest working professional golfer you'll ever meet. He
yes.
leaves his house and that too in the heat of Delhi, sir. The Delhi heat is unbelievable. So he
Uh,
leaves his house at 6:30. He goes
Sir,
back
uh,
actually,
and plays. It's
Go ahead.
unbelievable, sir. It's hats off to Abhinav Lohan.
Yes. Yeah,
actually,
both of
sir,
you.
Khalin is
You guys are
Khalin
cool.
is
Yeah.
now,
Uh, Go ahead.
now talking to me, and now Khalin has become my friend only after I started playing well.
Hundred
No, no,
percent,
no,
sir.
no,
Hundred
no.
percent. Because
Otherwise,
100%.
otherwise,
I agree.
Khalin
You guys are so cool. Your basics is
Khalin
so good.
doesn't
You
Khalin doesn't
people.
talk to bad golfers.
Yeah.
That's his
Yeah, yeah. Yes,
minimum
very true.
criteria.
Very true.
Okay. Thank you very much. I have to end the episode
Much
here.
for
Thank you.
having us.
See you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you.
thank
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 you,
you,
you.
sir.
Khalin,
Thank
and
Thank
you.
thank you,
you.
Bye.
Lord.